east-west, it's probably like 9 kilowatts.
What if I
Maybe
told you
8.
it was about
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
55%?
Yeah, it's good to understand it for sure, but it's the kilowatt hours that matters, not the
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Okay, today we're going to talk about underperforming solar systems. Ben, you're going to be disappointed to know that some of the customers that you quote for us, we go and install a system, and then months later they call up the office and they go, hang on, why is my system underperforming?
Underperforming, as in, so, when we design and send that daily or monthly kilowatt hour production figure, it's not matching up?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So you're right, when you quote, you'll send out a graph and you'll go, okay, this system, we're going to estimate it's going to, on an average winter day, it's going to produce 30 kilowatt hours average for that month. In summer, it's going to produce 50 or 60 kilowatt hours. Yeah. Okay. And so there is software we can pretty accurately work that out.
Yeah.
What customers are calling up about, and I think it's kind of fairly reasonable, is they go, okay, Ben sold me a 13 kilowatt solar system with a 10 kilowatt inverter. Why am I not getting 10 kilowatts out of it even? In fact, let's say some people would go, okay, you gave me 13 kilowatts of panels. Why am I not seeing 13 kilowatts at lunchtime?
Yeah, so how high their system's getting to at one time, the kilowatts.
The peak, kilowatts, not the kilowatt hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So why is it not hit? So obviously, if you've got a 10 kilowatt inverter, most people know that we're not going to get 13 kilowatts of.
Yeah.
So you're limited by the inverter.
Yes.
Most people understand that, but people think, well, it's fairly reasonable to expect at least my system to get up to 10 kilowatts if I've got 13 kilowatts of panels. That's the point of oversizing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd assume that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's not the case.
Oh, okay.
But I think as we go through this, you might be a little bit more intuitive than that. And we're going to give you some examples. So we don't have a calculator for this, right? So I'm going to give you examples of data that we've gone through of our systems.
Yeah.
To keep it simple, we're going to talk about 13 kilowatts of panels on a 10 kilowatt inverter. I've scaled it up. Okay.
Yeah. And you've got examples.
So this is my house here. My son 3D printed out for me on there, and my solar panels. So let's say this is north. This is north, right?
Yep.
Panels are facing in Brisbane. It's perfect to have a 27-degree pitch roof, which is halfway between the summer and the winter sun.
Yep.
What would you expect that would get to in summertime?
So all 13 kilowatts north facing?
All north facing. Yep.
In middle of the day?
Middle of the day.
10 kilowatts.
10 kilowatts. How long for, do you reckon? Just half an hour or
2 hours, 3 hours?
2 hours, 3 hours. Yep. Yep. No, that's about right. Okay. So we would expect that, because what happens, where's the sun traveling? So east, let's say east is over there. The sun is traveling. There's your sun.
Yeah.
We're traveling basically overhead. In fact,
a little bit.
The sun is a little bit to the south, right? And it goes basically around there in summertime. Those panels have got fairly direct sunshine on them. And you're right. The sun's intensity is more. So we do get 13 kilowatts. Now, let's say wintertime. Where's our sun gonna sit?
Probably like this sort of angle.
Yeah. In Brisbane, it's around about 45 degrees in southern states.
45 degrees.
Yeah, something like that. And the sun will rise, further here and then sit low. And so 13 kilowatt system. What do you think it'll produce in wintertime?
All north facing again?
All north facing.
I still think 10 kilowatts.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
How long for?
Probably about 2 hours.
No, it just gets there.
It
just gets to 10 kilowatts. I don't know, maybe half an hour or something.
Yeah,
like that, right? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of variables here, right? How cold is a day? Is it
there's so many things can happen.
Is it sitting in a really windy area?
Yeah.
Like cooler panels produce more. It's counterintuitive.
Right?
Panels perform less when they're hot.
Yeah.
But just roughly speaking, right? So we're fine. If you've got a north-facing system, I don't think we get your customers calling up with a north-facing system and saying, "Why is my sugar not performing properly?" Okay. Now let's switch it around to a really common one, and we've looked at a bunch of different data. So,
like your overhangs there, is that?
That's probably not compliant.
That's not compliant.
No, those panels can't hang up for the bridge. But okay, so I've done a really shoddy job of
installs.
6.5 kilowatts there, 6.5 there, 13 kilowatt system, 10 kilowatt inverter. Summertime, what do you think we're going to get to?
10 kilowatts.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Okay, how long for?
2 to 3 hours.
Yep. Okay. Actually, even up to 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
So summertime it's fine because it gets over here and those panels are cranking as well still. So so for a long time in summertime, you're going to get to your 10 kilowatts that you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, so the sun's right up here. It's a nice angle to both panels at lunchtime. It's a nice angle to those in the afternoon. Nice angle to these ones in the morning, right? And the intensity of the sun is a lot stronger in summer. That's probably the biggest thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, now wintertime.
Yeah, winter's a tough one. I don't know if it's gonna east-west. It probably like 9 kilowatts.
Probably 9 kilowatts. So lunchtime, the sun's over here.
Yeah.
That's when you would expect it to be most. A 45-degree angle to that. Big difference from an angle, you know.
Oh, in middle of the day, yeah.
Middle of the day.
It's probably even less than. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It would produce morning and afternoon, but in the middle of the day, maybe. Yeah, and I'll just stick with 9. I'll say 9.
Maybe, what if I told you
8?
it was about 55% of the array?
Yeah, wow.
I've got 7.2.
That's why kilowatt hours matters so much, because you're producing here and here. But if you look at it at one timestamp in the middle, it can look like a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So you can see why customers call it.
Yeah, I would be doing 55%. There you go.
55% of the output in winter, right?
Middle of the day.
Now that system is still, like you estimated, let's say that the customer is going to produce 30 kilowatt hours on an average day in June. We still hit those
numbers, and that's what you're billing for and everything. But
yeah, still we build for, but we're not peaking out. So this is a good reason why we oversize systems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see if I can stitch you up on this one. One more, right?
Oh no, I mean
that was probably the most difficult one, to be fair. Now let's say we just lift our house and move it, and we've got 13 kilowatts facing northwest. Okay. Yes. So yeah,
middle of the day again.
Middle of the day. Yep.
Mm-hmm. In summer.
In summer, yep.
10 kilowatts.
Yep. How long for?
1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah, a couple of hours.
Okay.
I mean, like, we count 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So nothing too
waiting for the
nothing too surprising there. So and that will be a little bit towards the afternoon. You know, you'll probably maybe let's say 11:30 to 1:30 or something like that. It'll be tilted a little bit towards the afternoon part. Now, okay, let's say we have winter sun. Sorry, winter sun. Give you an answer. Sun's right down here at lunchtime.
So it'd be more than 55% of the array, but like maybe 8 kilowatts, 9 kilowatts. Then I'd stick to 8 or 9 on a 13.
Yeah, you're around about 8 kilowatts, a little bit less.
I wouldn't have got that if you didn't show me the example from before.
Yeah, a bit less than 8 kilowatts, around about 60% or something like that.
Still something to be thinking about and calling up about, I think.
So, no, it's not something to call up.
No, I mean, I would.
Now that you've watched this video, you won't call me.
No.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Is
cool data. Yeah, I like
and you're the same as me. I actually got our engineer to crunch a whole heap of different data to look into this. These are the really clean and neat ones. I'll do a blog about it. We'll put it up on the website and give some different data. But that peak output is not what we're selling a customer. Right?
Exactly, and it's not what matters either. But it's still it's good to understand it for sure. But it's the kilowatt hours that matters, not the peak. Yeah.
And like I was saying too, hotter day panels lose efficiency.
Yeah, they like being a little cooler.
Yeah, nice windy day. If it's windy, you'll see it peak higher. So, it depends on your location. It depends on how dirty your peels are. It depends on so many different things. And normally customers don't have simple systems like that. It was hard for us to find. You might have this, or or it's different variation. So it's such a hard one to measure, which is why what we want to be held to account to is a kilowatt hours of the system. That chart that we send out to customers.
Yeah, definitely. We've got the data. We've got, you can look at that online. So instead of looking at the system at one time, he's suggesting look at it for a period of time. Look at the kilowatt hours. Value that.
I'm glad I tricked you, Ben. I was wondering whether you would get that off right. Well, I wouldn't have got it right. You asked me. So, and we'll call that one a wrap. Thanks so much. Okay.